Hello everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to Byju's exam prep. First of all, tell me if I'm audible or not. Thank you. We'll start in a minute. Let other friends join. Anyone who was not there in the previous week's class, anyone who is here and not there in the previous week's class, everyone, those who are writing, good afternoon, good afternoon. It's not evening right now, it's afternoon. Arvinder, okay, Tavneet, two people were not there. Parth Trivedi, you were not there. I'm good, Gulam. Okay, those who were not there, please understand, this is the fourth week of your modern history class weekend batch. Those who are having their first class here, please understand, this is the fourth week of our classes and we have done till 12th module. At this moment, we are done till 12th module. Only two topics of 11th module was left last week. So we'll be doing that today. So guys, please understand. Some of you are asking the timings for today, 12 to 3, 3 to 3:40 break, 3:40 to 5:40, and then 5:40 to 6 is the break, and 6 to 8. Everyone, am I clear with this? All of you. Ashu, everyone, am I clear with the timings? Now, those who have missed, as Ashu is asking, those who have missed, if you want some of the classes in the evening batch, I'm there in the fifth module right now. On Monday, I would be doing the fifth module onwards. So in the evening batch, you can attend those, a lot of those classes. Am I clear, everyone? Is this clear? Now, what are we going to study today? See, okay, let me change the width. We are going to study the laws of 1861, 1892, and 1909. First of all, we'll be doing this. Then we shall move to a topic called Delhi Darbar, and we shall do a topic called Gadar, Home Rule League, and Lucknow Pact. Everyone, those who are joining now, these two are the two topics left in 11th module, and these all are the topics of your 13th module. Everyone, am I clear? All of you, am I clear at this point of time or not? I'll tell you, Kavya, after the break. After the break, I'll also give you the page numbers of the chapters, everything. Okay, let me go to the topic first of all. Let us start with the first topic, GOI Act 1861. Now, all of you, which major event happened before the Government of India Act 1861? Which major event? We have studied that. Which major thing? Revolt of 1857. We have studied that, before this, revolt of 1857 had happened. Now, all of you tell me, after the revolt of 1857, which major, thing was happening? Which major, I would say, your act was passed? Subramanya, that's weekday class. It is weekend batch. Please understand, you are in the weekend batch. No, Dinesh, you are wrong. No, 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 no. Guys, after this, you all saw GOI Act 1858. Everyone, did we study this or not? All of you. Government of India Act 1858. So please understand, if I say that this GOI Act, which is known as Indian Council Act of 1861, is the natural progression after the GOI Act 1858, would I be incorrect, guys? Would I be incorrect? All of you. I don't think I should be incorrect. I'm only saying that after this major act, this is the second very, very important thing that was passed by the Britishers. Please understand the date is not that important, but if you want to remember, 1st August 1861, though not that important. Nobody will ask you. Everybody will definitely ask you, who was the Governor General who passed this particular act? Now, guys, what is the major thing that was done here? Basically, through this act, Viceroy's executive council was increased and a fifth member was added to it. Another major thing which happened through this act, please see here, guys, for the first time, some Indians were nominated. Please observe the word nominated as non-official members. Everyone, those who are in the class, I hope you have this idea. For example, Lok Sabha. Guys, how do people go? Through direct election. Similarly, Rajya Sabha. How do people go? Through nomination or indirect election. Everyone, we know this much? All of you, do you have this much idea or not about polity? Yamini, have patience. Everyone, this much you all know, na? So you can see here, at this moment, there is no provision for election. Only some members are getting nominated, and that also as a non-official member. Am I clear, guys? All of you. Now, I know some of you would ask, very simple thing, that sir, what is this non-official? So basically, there are two types of members: official or non-official. Official are those who are members of the government. Non-official are those who have been nominated from outside the government at this point of time. Everyone. Now, who are these nominated Indian members? Raja Shiv Prasad Singh. He belonged to Banaras. Similarly, Sir Dinkar Rao and Maharaja of Patiala. All of you, can you see this thing? All these people, they belong to the aristocratic class. They are the rich people. Can you all see or not? Every one of you, can you see this thing? All these three members, Raja, Maharaja, Sir Dinkar Rao, so they all are rich people belonging to aristocratic class. Those who are worried about the word aristocratic, it means zamindars, kings, princes. All of you, can you see this? Now you all tell me, these people, they would be pro-British or anti-British? All of you, you tell me. These people would be pro-British or anti-British? All of you are writing. They would be usually supporters of the British rule. Everyone, is this clear? Any doubt with this? If this is clear, you all will understand now the purpose of first time nominating the Indian members. The purpose is, guys, to show that these councils have Indians, and thus everything is being done with Indian people's permission. Everyone, is this clear or not? Through this, they can tell the whole world that see, everything that we do in India, we are doing because the Indians want. You can see Indians are here. I'm taking another slide, guys. There are not enough space available here. I hope those who came late also can understand this much. In the last 15 minutes, this was the first slide that we had just now completed. So those who are joining now, this is just the beginning that we have Done. Guys, one very important point from prelims. Remember, portfolio system was introduced by Lord Canning. Portfolio means just like today you see now ministers having portfolio. Somebody is home minister, somebody is defense minister, like that. Portfolio system was there. But then remember, any bill related to public revenue, military, foreign affairs, all these, any such bill, guys, don't think you will pass it on your own. Remember, all these bill require Governor General's assent. That is till the time Governor General has not given the permission, none of these bills could be approved. Yes, Pinky, it is live class. Guys, later under this only, similar legislative councils were established in Bengal, northwestern provinces, as well as Punjab. Pulkit, hi. Everyone, if in UPSC the question will come from this chapter, it will come only from 2 points. One, which I have shown you in this 2 slide, they will ask you about the provisions of this particular act. The other thing that can be asked here is the assessment of this particular act. Guys, assessment means last week we said, yes, Tavneet. Guys, assessment, all of you, please see this assessment, very, very important. Number one, all of you, will you say, first time Indians have been associated with law-making process? Everyone, please tell me yes or no. Can you do this evaluation? Before this, we were never ever included. Number two, can I say, even though Indians were nominated, there was no statutory provisions. Now, please understand, that is, in the law, it was not mentioned that Indians have to be, associated with this act. But then they did give us the position. Remember, limited role of the councils. Basically, their role was nothing but only advisory. And number fourth, no discussion on finance. You could not discuss anything related to finance. Number fifth, as I said, Indian members were usually either the princes or the zamindars, or mostly these kings are princes only, so I'll not mention that. So princes or zamindars, they would be the Indian members. And number sixth, as I said, portfolio system. All of you, remember, is this assessment clear to you or not? Every one of you, is this assessment clear or not? So before I go into the next chapter, please see, guys, when did this law come? 1861. So remember, between 1862 till 1892, that is, guys, the next law will be Indian Council Act of 1892. Remember, guys, in the next 30 years, it is said altogether 45 Indian members were nominated. But as I said to you all, they were what? They were mostly pro-British. That is why, guys, the voting record of these Indians was poor. What do I mean by voting record? Everyone, do you remember Vernacular Press Act? Guys, last week we studied Vernacular Press Act. Do you remember that? Guys, don't you remember? This was a bad act. It was cutting the freedom of Indian press. But then, when this Vernacular Press Bill came, Jitendra Mohan Tagore, he was a leader of the Zamindari dominated British Indian Association. Guys, he should have opposed this law. But what did he do? He supported this. Everyone, can you see? These are pro-British people. Whatever the British would want, they would always do that. You know, in your Bipin Chandra, the other Bipin Chandra, there is a story written about a small place, Balrampur in UP, that the Zamindar or the Raja of that place, he would always go to the councils. And in the council, when the people would ask, when he would go to the council, his one day servant asked him that, "Sir, I know you are an illiterate man. Then why do you go to this council? What do you do over there?" That man said, "Basically, I look at the chair. If the chair raises his hand, I also raise my hand. If the chair does not raise his hand, I also don't raise my hand." So guys, you can understand these are what? Loyalists of the government. Whatever the government will ask them to do, they will do only that particular thing. Everyone, is this clear? There are many such stories. We are not getting into this story. I'm only saying, in this 30 years, most of these 45 people, as I said, they were the landed people, the loyalist people, they were the wealthy people, only supported the government. Last but not the least, some good members also were there who did good things for their supporters, like Syed Ahmad Khan, Ras Bihari Ghosh, but they were very, very limited. Everyone, it took me 25 minutes, but we are done with the first topic of the day, GOI Act 1861 or the Council Act of 1861. Now we are moving, and please see why I am teaching them together. Do the comparison. Now I am doing Indian Council Act 1892. Ras Bihari Ghosh, Avni, last week only we studied Ras Bihari Ghosh. Who was he? Guys, last week we studied. Who was Ras Bihari Ghosh? Everyone, who was Ras Bihari Ghosh? Last week we studied. Absolutely, Sudhanshu. He was the INC president in Surat session of Congress. Do you recall? Everyone, can you recall? He was the, president of Congress during the 1907 Surat session. Isn't it? Now, everyone, please post your doubts in the doubt section. It becomes very tough for the mentors to find your, doubts. The people who are answering your doubts, they cannot look your doubts in the chat section, because chat, when I ask yes, 20 people write yes. So what happens is your doubt will get disappeared in that. So I also cannot see your doubt after a minute or 60 seconds. So please post your doubts in doubt section. Am I clear about this? Now, all of you, last week we studied Congress was formed in 1885. And if you all remember, Congress had two major political demand. One, expansion of council, that is more Indians in the council, and two, more power to the council. Everyone, do you recall this? These were the two major political demands of the Congress in the initial days. Now, see the first provision. Number of additional members in the Imperial Legislative Council as well as provincial legislative councils. Everyone, can you see this demand of Congress has been accepted? So, for example, earlier there used to be 6 to 10 non-officials. Now it would be 10 to 16 non-official. 10 to 16 non-official members would be there. Similarly, for the first time, indirect elections. All of you, you just saw 1861. Was there any provision for election? All of you tell me, was there any provision of election in 1861 Act? No. But in 1892, first time indirect elections, there was some provision. Though I must mention here for your benefit, the word election was not used. This word was not used, but first time indirect elections definitely got proposed. Now you all are asking that, sir, how this would happen? See here. Guys, for example, in the center, that is in the Central Legislative Council or the Imperial Legislative Council. The Viceroy will nominate, but this nomination would be done based on recommendation by the Provincial Legislative Council and Bengal Chamber of Commerce. So all of you understand, for example, Bengal Provincial Council suggested that, sir, either Prajwal or Subramanya or Dinesh or Roshan or Gulam, we are proposing 5 names. You nominate one of them. All of you, do you see? This is the method of indirect election. Some names are proposed, and out of those 5 names, one would be nominated. So guys, this is the indirect election that was being proposed at this point of time. Number 2, please see, more power to the council. How more powers have been given? Now you could discuss budget. Apart from that, guys, now you could ask questions also in the council. Everyone, can I say some more power has been given? All of you, you tell me, can I say some more powers have been given? No, see, Raj, I'm not saying that because the additional members have come, still, remember, official majority would continue. I'm not saying that official majority is going anywhere. Indians would be in minority. But at least can you see, Raj, that the number of the members, they have been increased. Can you see this or not? Similarly, Prasad, see, these numbers were increased. These non-official members, their number was increased everywhere. For example, let's say Bengal could now have 20 members. Madras could have 20 members. Northwestern Province, 15 members. Bombay could have 8 members. So everywhere, the number of Indians, non-official, was increased at this point of time. Everyone, am I clear till here? All of you, am I clear with this point? Now, for every act, we don't have to only study the provisions. Let us also look into there. All of you, and I've already told you one limitation. One limitation is there is still official majority. That is, Indians are still in minority in these bodies. Number 2, these councils only met for 13 days in an year on an average. Apart from this, out of 24 members on an average, only 5 used to meet. They would be present. Last but not the least, guys, you could ask question, but you could not ask supplementary question. You could not ask supplementary question. Neither answers could be discussed. And last but not the least, budget did not have any type of voting. All of you, is the limitation point clear? Every one of you, any one of you having any doubt in the limitation point? Everyone, am I audible? All of you, am I audible? All of you, am I audible? Because I'm not seeing any response. So I'll just refresh my page if there is any problem. Everyone, am I audible? Okay, thank you. Suddenly, I was not getting the responses from your side. Okay, everyone, look at this slide, limitation. Any doubt, please ask me. Those who don't understand supplementary question, in your polity, you would be taught this. In polity, it will be taught to you guys starred questions, unstarred questions, supplementary questions. That is, Abhinav, 5 out of 24 is attendance. On an average, out of 24 members, only 5 would be present. Is this clear? Each one of you, any doubt in this limitations? Subramanya, I did not understand voting point. Budgets in Lok Sabha, what happens? If the opposition wants to bring cut, they can bring the cut motions. Voting happens. So that's the thing, isn't it? Adiba, 13 days means on an average only for 13 days in a year, they would be meeting. Only 5 people out of 24 people on any day would be present, Shilpa. Am I clear, guys? Am I clear? 5 out of 24, Sai Babu, I told you 3 times now. On an average, only 5 members out of 24 would be present. Everyone, we are done with 11th module, 2 topics that was left last week. We are now entering into 13th module. And though I have already told you, but many of you came a bit late, please see what are we going to study here. Under this topic, we shall study Morley Minto reforms 1909. We will then study Delhi Darbar 1911. We shall then go to Gadar, then go into Home Rule League, and lastly we shall study Lucknow session 1916, and along with that the Lucknow Pact. Everyone, am I clear? The 5 topics under the 13th module. Everyone, do you understand these 5 topics? Please understand. This is only a prelims topic. This can come in prelims and in mains also, and questions have come. Both prelims and mains, prelims and mains, prelims and mains. It is a smaller module, guys. We are 12:40 right now. I think we would be able to do it around 4:30. By 4:30, this module, including the break, 40 minutes break. So I'm saying in and around 3 hours to 3 hour 20 minutes, we would be done with this particular topic. Very easy topic also, not a very tough topic. Let me take one extra slide. Everyone, Morley Minto reforms. How many of you have heard this topic? At least the name also. Shivaji, my voice is absolutely okay. Please check from your side. Heard? Absolutely, Subramanya. Now, okay, I'll give you this other name also. Indian Council Act 1909. So guys, when did it come? Those who don't know, let me tell you. Minto Morley. Minto is the Governor General of India. And guys, Morley is Secretary of State in our country. Everyone, keep on showing your thumbs up if you are understanding. Now, if you all remember, those who were there in the last week's class, everyone, I'm telling you, if you all can recall, before Surat split in 1907, guys, do you remember I told you three-pronged strategy of the government: repression, conciliation, suppression? Do you all remember? Conciliation, carrot. Carrot was for whom? Carrot was for the moderates. Moderates were promised that if you remain with us, you would get what? You would be getting reforms. All of you, what was the reform that these moderates wanted? Guys, this act increased the number of members in the imperial and provincial councils. Everyone, is this green point clear to you or not? I have just told you this is continuously the demand of the moderates that please, sir, increase the number of hours. This is continuously the demand. Sai Babu, you came late in the class or not? Sai Babu, did you come late in the class? Imperial, before just few minutes back, Rohit, I told what exactly it was. Guys, my request, please come on time. It is not possible to keep on answering the same points. Now, if you see here, this brought the elections openly, means direct elections for some seats based on class and community. There were elections for the various seats in the council. Now you would ask me this, but wait for 2 minutes. I will show this what exactly it is. Number of members in the provincial legislative councils was not uniform. Please understand, Madras may have 30 members, Bombay may have 50 members, your Bengal may have 80 members. So this was varying. Of course, you should definitely remember how many members in the, and I'll write this not there. Just give me a second. Everyone, please notice here. In the Imperial Legislative Council, total 69 members. Everyone, 69 members are there in the Imperial Legislative Council. All of you, give me 1 minute to write the breakup. I will tell you what you have to remember. See here. 37 officials. So invariably they were nominated members. 5 non-officials, those who were nominated members. So guys, tell me how many elected members? You all tell me. 27 elected members. Non-officials are there 42. So 69 minus 42, 27 will be elected. Everyone, can I say nominated members were more than elected members in this body? All of you tell me, can I say this? Because I saw 42 nominated, 27 elected. And similarly, guys, can I say officials are more than non-officials? Because that also 37, 32. All of you, any doubt in this part, which I just now did? Any one of you, any doubt in this part? This membership that I told you. See, if you don't want to remember the breakup, I want you to at least remember this two part. That the nominated members were more than the elected members and the officials were more than the non-officials. Very important fact, first time an Indian whose name is Sir S.P. Sinha was made member of the Viceroy's Executive Council. Everyone, can you see this? First time the membership was increased like this. First time an Indian member has been appointed the member of Viceroy's Executive Council. Guys, for the first time only, I can write here also, 2 Indians were made members of Indian Council Office in London. But this is not that important. All of you, this is not that important. Last part, you all can see power increased. The legislatures could now pass resolution. They could ask supplementary questions, and they could vote different items of budget, though the whole budget was still unvotable. Different items you could vote, but not on the whole budget at this point of time. But many of you have already written, guys, the biggest thing that they brought was separate electorate, also known as, anyone, can you make me understand what is separate electorate or communal electorate? Anyone? Any idea what is separate electorate or communal electorate? How many of you have heard about this? Yes, Rohit, Muslims got it. Electorate on the communal basis. Communal election would within community, different electorate for different sections, representative of a particular community, only some voters would vote. Now everyone listen to me. I'm giving you today's example first of all. Guys, here, everyone sitting in this class, you all tell me, every person once who attains the age of 18, are you not eligible to vote? All of you tell me. All of you who are 18 plus, are you eligible for voting or not? Okay. Now, whichever constituency you are and whichever religion you belong to, all of you tell me, different religions, is there a ban on anyone not to vote, or everybody can vote? Everybody can vote. You all are writing. Okay, good. Now, guys, except for the seats which are reserved for SC or ST community, don't you all feel anybody can fight the election from any place? Isn't it? Everybody sitting in the class, we can fight the elections. Now, this was the brainchild of, guys, Minto. I told you, who is Minto? Absolutely, the Governor General of India. Minto, through this, wanted to divide the nationalist ranks. He wanted to divide the Hindus and Muslims. Guys, the Muslim community was told at this moment, or for that matter, even the Hindu community was told, that if you look at the economic, if you look at the political, if you look at the cultural, all these interests of both Hindus as well as Muslims was different. Everyone, do you understand this point? Both the Hindu as well as Muslim community is being told that, see, Both of you are different communities, your interests are different. That's why you will only progress. For example, if Rohit Kumar is a Muslim, Rohit Kumar is being told that Rohit Kumar, you will only progress if you have a Muslim representative. Everyone. So, for example, this electorate, first of all, was only given to the Muslims. Please see here, guys. First major point, Hindus were not given this, only Muslims. Number two, as I told you, in those days there was no universal adult franchise. That is, the voting was done on the basis of income qualification. Guys, voting was done on the basis of income qualification. That means if you earn a particular level, you would get the voting rights. This income qualification for Muslims was lower than the Hindus. For example, guys, if a Hindu is earning 50 rupees, then he will get the right to vote. And let's say Muslim will get the right to vote only if he is earning 40 also. Everyone, is point number 2 clear? Point number 3, disproportionate. Guys, for example, if Muslims are in India in those days 25%. So the idea is what? That disproportionate representation was given to Muslims. That means if they are 25% of the population, they were given 30% of seats at this point of time. So you can see this is clearly excess of their strength. All of you, am I clear with this whole chapter? Separate electorate. Any doubt in this? Minto is Governor General Sai Babu. Everyone, is this clear? Everyone, remember, Minto for this came to be known as father of communalism in India. And let me tell you, guys, later, this will be a very important point which would lead to partition of India in 1947. Everyone, am I clear? You all will see our partition in 1947 to a great extent. This point also would play a very important role in that. Everyone, am I clear about this? All of you, am I clear about this? So we are moving. Dinesh, 25% population, 30% seats, excess of their strength. They should have been given only 25%. Everyone, topic number 2. Have we ever heard about this topic? All of you tell me. Have we heard about this topic? We have studied. Lytton had organized the first Delhi Darbar. So remember, guys, all together there were 3 Delhi Darbars. First, when Lytton was the Governor General. Second, when Curzon was the Governor General. And third, when Harding was the Governor General. We have already studied. This took place around this time, 1903, 1911. So guys, this is the third Governor General, third Delhi Darbar, which we are going to study. Please remember, we already studied this last week. We don't study the second one. That's not that important. We are going directly to the third one. Harding 1911. Remember, two important decisions were made at this point. Number one, partition of Bengal was annulled. Nashra, were you in the last week's class? Partition of Bengal was annulled. Annulled means cancelled. Number two, Bihar and Odisha were separated from Bengal. Bihar and Odisha, they were taken out of Bengal at this point of time. Number three, Calcutta. I'll not write here because it will be same color, same pen. Let me take black. Transfer of capital from Calcutta to Delhi in 1911. Everyone, am I clear till here? All of you absolutely clear? Remember, if some of you are asking who was the ruler here, George V had come. And after this, there is no Delhi Darbar in our country. Though there was one more opportunity for a Delhi Darbar, but that was not there. No, Ananya, I don't think around this point. Everyone, please make one correction in your slides by mistake. It is written 12. Make it 11. I have written in the notes also 11. There also make it 11 itself. How many of you have heard about this? How many of you have heard about Gadar? How many of you have heard about Gadar? Heard this? Okay. Chaliye. Please See here. No, it's not movie, Bhavna. Don't get into the movie thing. See here. How many of you had attended the 1857 chapter? Anyone who did not attend 1857 revolt? In this class, there anyone who did not attend 1857 revolt? Okay, for those who did not attend, just telling you one fact. Sikh, they were loyal to the British during 1857 revolt. Everyone, this much you know. Sikh remained loyal to the Britishers during the 1857 revolt. Because of that, the number of Sikh people in the army was disproportionate to their population. In India, they were branded as the martial race. Their number was increased. All that was done at this point of time. So guys, mainly the ex-soldiers and the peasants, mainly these people who were from Punjab, they started to migrate from our country. They started to go out of our country. Guys, if anyone asks you why are they going from our country, they are looking for better employment opportunities. They are searching for better opportunities. And guys, where would they go? They started to move towards North America, USA, Canada. Now, you all will say, why North America? Because, the railways were being constructed. There was a lot of opportunity, lots of jobs at this point of time. Now, remember everyone, the Punjabi people, they had this feeling that when they will go in the north, the Britishers or the Canadians, they would welcome them. They would be like, oh, you have come, great. But guys, do you think they would get the welcome? All of you, do you think the Britishers would be happy to see Punjabis coming to Canada and to these areas? For 1 minute, see this. All of you, if this is your world map, I don't know how many of you have this idea. Indians, what is our migration pattern? If you all have some idea about our migration pattern, we mainly went to South Africa, Caribbean, Guyana, Suriname, Mauritius, Southeast Asia, Fiji. All of you, can you understand this map? Every one of you, can you understand this map? If you look, we went to these countries. All these countries are what? Black people countries, brown people countries. Do you all admit or not? Every one of you. Do you all accept this or not? That we went to those countries which were black or the brown population people. No problem in any of these countries. Why? Because here there are black. We are going over there. We are working in the plantations, in the mines. But the British, they have a problem if we come to North America. All of you think, why are they having a trouble here? Because this is a white colony. Everyone, do you understand? This is a white colony. So the British, they have a problem if we go to the white colonies. They don't have problem if we go to any place across the world. But if we go to the white colonies, they have a problem. My question to you all is, why are the Britishers having any problem if we go to these colonies, white colonies? What is the problem that the Britishers have? Avni is mentioning correct. Nikhil also same thing. What is the problem, guys? Only two people have answered me till now. Racism, everybody is mentioning racism. Let me give you the exact point. There was an Indian student, Tarak Nath Das. He, for the first time in his newspaper called Free Hindustan, he told that the British government do not want us to go to North America because then we would be infected by the ideas of liberty. Everyone, British would be worried. Indians will also ask for the same rights that have been given at this moment to the Canadians, to the Americans. Yes, Kunal, you are absolutely correct. Indians would know the difference between the treatment that is being meted out to the Americans and the treatment being given to the Indian people. Everyone, am I clear with this? All of you, are you understanding the background of this whole thing? All of you, is the background clear? Yes, Nikhil, you are correct here. That is why, guys, Gadar, Free Indian is the name of a Free Hindustan, Karan. Free Hindustan is the name of the paper. That's why, guys, in San Francisco, they started a weekly newspaper. This weekly newspaper's name was Gadar. The tagline being Angrezi Hukumat Ka Dushman. That's the tagline of this. As you all can see, they are here. That means they are on the western coast of America, or I can say Pacific coast. Everyone, clear till here? This is the introduction of Gadar. Any doubt, anyone? I'll give you a break. At least till 1:30. Stay with me. I'll give you a 10 minutes break. Some of you have already written. Can you tell me the leaders of this Gadar movement? All of you, can you tell me the leaders of this Gadar movement? Can anyone tell me the name of the leaders of this Gadar movement? Lala Hardyal, Kunal is saying absolutely correct. Sohan Singh Bhakna. Any other name? Kartar Singh Saraba. See, one name I've already written. Tarak Nath Das. Ram Das. Puri. GD Kumar. Guys, all these have come together and they have started this weekly newspaper. Last thing, and I will go in the next slide, guys. My simple point to you is, can anyone tell me what was the objectives of this Gadar? Anyone? Can you tell me the objectives of the Gadar movement? Absolutely, Nikhil. You are correct. Yes, Gulam. Any other? Absolutely, Sai Krishna. Correct. See here. Their objectives was assassination of officials. Their other objective was publish revolutionary and anti-imperialistic literature. Third, work among Indian troops stationed abroad. Fourth, procure arms. And as you all have already written, through all these, they wanted to bring a revolt in all the British colonies. Simultaneously. Each one of you, am I clear? All of you, am I clear with this? Am I clear with this particular thing? No, Avni, we are going to assassinate only the unpopular British officers, not everyone. The unpopular British officials has to be killed by us. Okay. Guys, I have to start now the things that happened in Gadar. And I don't want to give the break once I've started. So I'll give you a break slightly earlier. Unpopular means we are not terrorists that we will kill everyone. We are only going to kill those who are or those who have done something wrong against us. Everyone. 120 to 130 you have a break. And then very important portion Gadar. which might be very, very important for even this year. Everyone, don't miss out on Gadar. I'm coming back. I'll tell you about Komagata Maru incident. I will tell you every incident that happened in Gadar. Together, we will do the evaluation of the Gadar. 10 minutes break. Those who want the last, again, I'm telling you guys, I have made notes for you. Please don't waste your time in making the notes later. Please use this as your notes. Let's come back after the break. Everyone, am I audible? Everyone, am I audible? Thank you. Now for half an hour, concentrate with me. And Gadar, you don't even have to read Bipin Chandra for Gadar. Everything would be there in this. Don't read any book, you will get your marks. You don't have to go anywhere for Gadar. That's the thing. Let me clear all. Okay, everyone, see here. I hope everybody was there before the break. I hope everybody was there. I have given you the brief idea about the introduction of Gadar. Now, three major incidents happened around 1913 when Gadar was formed. I know you all would be knowing about one major incident, that the World War I started. All of you, I hope, would be knowing that World War I had started. Number two, I will teach you in some time that Lala Hardayal got arrested and then he also escaped, moved away from North America. And the third one was an incident called Komagata Maru incident. Three major events happened around 1914, which very much shaped the Gadarite movement at that point of time. Guys, let us begin with the second of this. What happened is, on 25th March 1914, Lala Hardayal, he got arrested. Now guys, please understand, when Lala Hardayal was arrested, everybody suspected that he was arrested because British government wanted him to be arrested. So everybody understood that it is ho na ho Britishers ka kaam hai. Everybody understood that this is the work of British. Later, he was released on bail, and after getting bail, he moved out of America. So guys, he slipped, he went out, and people say his association came to an end. So his association with Gadar came to an end. For the time being, guys, his association has ended. Everyone, can you see this map? Let me use a different pen. Let me use pink. All of you, can you see this pen map? Here you have Hong Kong. Okay? And if you see North America is here, here only you have a place called Vancouver. Please understand, everyone. The second incident is Komagata Maru. All of you tell me, what is Komagata Maru? Do you have any idea what exactly is this Komagata Maru? Ship. It is a ship which is traveling from Hong Kong to Vancouver. Guys, from Hong Kong, this ship is traveling to Vancouver, that's in Canada, and it was carrying some 376 Punjabi, both Sikh and Muslims. There were 4 Hindus. In some books, it is written 352 Muslims, 352 Sikh, 20 Muslims, and 4 Hindus. So altogether, some 376 Punjabis were traveling at this point of time. Now, guys, why are they going? See here. From different areas of Southeast Asia, ships started from Hong Kong, maybe have stopped here, let's say here. And like this, it was reaching Vancouver. They all were going there for the search of better job opportunities. The problem is, when this ship reached Canada, the Canadian authorities, they kept them in the ship for 2 months. Guys, that means, let's say Rohit Kumar is sitting in that ship. Ship had reached Canada, but for 2 months, I was not allowed to get down. A few people who were returning back to Canada, they were allowed. Few women, old. Otherwise, other people were not allowed. The problem is, everybody knew that this whole job is again British government. That is, they must have influenced the Canadian authorities. Few years ago, the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had apologized for this particular incident. And while apologizing also, he had made very clear that, see, the whole blame should not come on us, because we were also pressurized by the, he did not take the name, but British authorities. Now, some of you are asking, what is the logic of them not being allowed? See, Canadians, they had made a rule that any ship would be only allowed if its journey is uninterrupted. That is, from the beginning till the last, there should not have been any stoppage. That was the idea. Of course, in those days, the ships could not travel that way. So it was impossible, this manner, that the things could move. Guys, after 2 months, the ship was sent to Calcutta around September 1914. And the people here, they were asked to board a train and move to Punjab. Now, all of you, I was planning to go to Canada. I started, let's say, from Hong Kong. They brought me to Calcutta, and they are taking me to which place? They are taking me to which place? Punjab. Guys, all of you, don't you think you would be angry if this is happening? These people, they protested. And in this protest, there was a police firing at a place called Baj, in which 22 policemen, they had died. All of you, is Komagata Maru clear? 22 policemen I have written. I'm really sorry, guys. 22 people died. Just a second. Every one of you, is Komagata Maru clear? Every one of you, is Komagata Maru clear? Guys, again, those who are new, Bajbaj is a place in Calcutta. Those who are new and those who have not attended the previous lectures or for that anything, I am saving your time by making these notes. Don't do anything. Just copy it while you are doing this or later, whatever suits you. Use this as your notes. Calcutta, Prajwal. Everyone, what is the third incident? The third incident is World War I began. So if you see here, guys, how many of you don't understand Hindi? Anyone in this class who don't understand Hindi? Okay, those who don't understand Hindi, don't worry. My simple point is, have you all heard us saying, at this point, that because the Britishers were involved in World War One, so all of you, don't you think Britishers would be weak at this point? All of you, don't you think Britishers, their energy would be used in World War One? So all of you, don't you think this is a great opportunity for we Indians to start our fight, our war against the British? Everyone, you all agree? So I'm writing here, and let me change the pen, that the British, they were involved in World War One, and this gave opportunity. Guys, this is giving an opportunity to whom? To Gadarites. What is this opportunity? That launch a violent attack in India. All of you, is this point clear? That let us launch a violent attack in India. Guys, Gadarites, they thought that when they will launch the attack, people will also support them. So, sent fighters to India. So, for example, Kartar Singh Saraba. Similarly, Raghubar Dayal Gupta. All these people were sent to India. But guys, unfortunately, in India, they did not get a lot of support. And that is why now Bengali revolutionaries, Ras Bihari Bose and Sachin Sanyal, these two Bengali revolutionaries, they were asked that, sir, you people lead us. Now, some of you would say, why them only? Anyone, can you tell me why these two only? If Gadarites were unsuccessful, what was the chance that these Bengali revolutionaries would be successful? All of you think, is it possible that the Bengali revolutionaries would be successful? Everyone, do you think? Avni is saying they are experienced. Avni, my question is, what have they done? What have they done that they are going to be successful? How do you know that they are experienced? Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. I will teach this to you. No, everyone, just give me 2 minutes. No, 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 every one of you. See this. Everyone, can you see this? Which topic I have come? Guys, why was Ras Bihari Bose and Sachin Sanyal chosen? There is a reason. They both had thrown bomb on Viceroy Harding's procession. Guys, when was this procession going on? 1912, Chandni Chowk, Delhi. All of you see here. Capital has been transferred from Calcutta to Delhi. At this moment, when the procession was going from Chandni Chowk, they had thrown the bomb in December 1912. Guys, Harding was traveling with his wife. They both had gone. They both were injured. And the mahout of their elephant had died. All of you. No, Gulam. The procession was in 12. Everyone, can you see? This was such a big thing. You all imagine the viceroy of the country has been attacked. The highest officer has been attacked. All of you, can you not see now why they have been selected? Every one of you, do you understand why these two people only? Everyone, am I clear? So guys, this is the reason that Ras Bihari Bose and Sachin Sanyal, they were both asked that, sir, you two people lead. Guys, they had hidden. For the last 2.5 years, they were hiding. And now they would come out. And they were asked by the, Gadarites that, please, sir, you lead the movement. Now, guys, you need money for this. If you are doing such a big activity, don't you think, guys, you need money for this? So in Punjab, around January, February 1915, dacoities were done. And in 3 out of the 5 such dacoities, the raiders, those who were doing the dacoities, they targeted the moneylenders and looted their debt bonds. Everyone, am I clear here? Guys, what is debt bond? What is debt bond? Yes, the document in which it is written who has taken how much money. So they would loot all that also. Unfortunately, guys, even though they had fixed February 21st, 1915 as the date for armed revolt in Rawalpindi, Lahore, Firozpur garrisons. But you all already know, you all are experienced, guys. Guys, again, because of treachery, the plan failed. Everyone, any doubt till this much? Any doubt in the World War I phase? Because then I will take a new slide. What is Avni? I did not get this. Debt bonds are documents, guys. For example, Rohit Kumar is a peasant. He took loan from the Mahajan. Now, Mahajan, for example, has his documents. In the document, he has written Rohit Kumar took 5,000 rupees at the rate of 10%. He has to pay this much on this day. They looted all these documents. Is the debt bond clear, guys? I did not get this question, Nikhil. Teachers, I did not get this. Are you talking about those who betrayed people, treachery, traitors? Yeah, that's what. I thought you are asking, telling something about me. Okay, it would be traitor. I understood now. Next to Firozpur, Lahore, garrisons. Priyanka, garrisons. All of you, tell me what would be the response of British government? All of you tell me what would be the response of British government? Think, what will the British government try to do? Absolutely, absolutely, Raj. The British government, they understand that Gadar is biggest challenge for them after 1857 revolt. So guys, don't you think they would want to suppress the revolt? And for this, they passed Defense of India Act 1915. Now, under this act, you can understand, guys, what they would do is they would uh, do large scale detentions. They would arrest them, keep them in jail without trial. All the regiments who were planning this, they were disbanded. They were deported and hanged. Of course, court martials of army men was done. Guys, a lot of them were hanged. Extreme sentences were given to them. And some of you who are asking about special people, let me tell you, Ras Bihari Bose fled to Japan. We will study him again when we are studying Subhash Chandra Bose. Guys, Sachin Sanyal, he was transported for life. Similarly, guys, let me not here. I will tell you after some time, guys. Today only, this point I am only writing. Muslim leaders like, not blue, which pen? Black. Like Maulana Azad, Hazrat Mohani, Shaukat Ali, Muhammad Ali Johar. Guys, all these people, they were arrested and put behind the bar. Today only, Lucknow Pact, I will explain this point again. Every one of you, I have only written this. I have not told you why have they been arrested at this point of time. But I will tell you in the last topic of this chapter. Each one of you, transported means to be sent to Ajivan Karavas, that is life imprisonment to, let's say, cellular jail, something like that. Everyone, we are done with this. Only one topic is left in Gadar. Court Martial Vishal, please Google it. I'll not tell you. Have you not heard court martial? Army members, court martial hota hai. Everyone, Panela, I cannot understand your question. Armed revolt, this was the plan. If you have attended it from point zero, the whole idea was acquire arms. I wrote here, see here, that get the arms, procure arms to fight the British. All of you, anyone who was not there, this is your first slide of Gadar, second slide of Gadar, third slide of Gadar, and your last slide of Gadar, where I am going to do evaluation of Gadar. No, Ayushi, he died. Anyone, can you tell me what is evaluation? Guys, what do you mean by evaluation? Absolutely, Rajesh. Assessment. Prajwal, assessment. So when I'm doing assessment, there would be positive. There would be negative. All of you tell me, in your view, what are positives of Gadar? First of all, you tell me, guys, what are the positive points of Gadar? In your view, what are the good things that you can see in Gadar? Okay, Ananya, Sachin, okay. Anything else? Two people have given me their positive points. Okay, Kola, first time seeing your name. Okay, Avni. Okay, Prajwal. Chalo, a lot of you are writing this point. So I will give you the first point. Everyone, do you believe Gadrites were secular? Each one of you, do you believe Gadrites were secular people? Why not, Dhanya? Why do you think they are not secular? Dhanya, why don't you think they are secular? I think these are Punjabi people who are fighting for the country. They are not fighting for their own religion. They are fighting for the whole country. So in my view, they are secular. Number two, no narrow regional loyalties. All of you, how can I say this? Again, they are from Punjab, but they are fighting for the whole country. They are from Punjab, but they accepted Bengali Gadarites like Ras Bihari Bose and Sachin Sanyal as their leaders. As you all know, they, thought Tilak, Khudiram Bose, Aurobindo Ghosh, V.D. Savarkar, all these were heroes of Gadar. So it's not that they were having regional loyalties that, okay, I will only have my own leader, not something like that. Guys, third, everyone, can you give me the example of egalitarian content? Any one of you, can you give me the example of egalitarian content? How can I say that the Gadarites believed in egalitarianism? That is Dhanya, okay, but then they were fighting for the country only. All of you, example is Punjab political dacoity. All of you think now, in Punjab political dacoity, why did they loot debt bonds? All of you, why did they loot debt bond? All of you think. Reason is nothing, but it shows their commitment to egalitarianism. Fourth, democratic content. Guys, tomorrow if India will win the war, it is not that monarchy will come. In their view, they wanted to establish an independent republic of India. They wanted to establish an independent republic of India. Last but not the least, guys, the fifth point, they criticized the loyalist role played by Sikh during the 1857 revolt. Prajwal, if there would be no debt bond, there would be no proof that anybody has taken any loan. Everyone, any doubt in these 5 points? Any one of you, any doubt in these 5 points? Egalitarian content, Ayushi, I told just now, they have looted the debt bonds. If there will be no debt bond, all of you understand, what is the proof Rohit Kumar, the peasant, has taken any loan from the zamindar? Clearly that shows they want that zamindar and the peasant should not have that sort of relation. I would not be under the zamindar anymore because there is no proof that I took any loan. Is point number 3 clear now, everyone? Now understand. I showed you, Yamini, the whole reaction I showed in the previous slide. Now understand, guys. Negative. Guys, the most important negative point here is nothing but the fact that they underestimated the extent of preparation required at every level. Whether that level is organizational, financial, tactical. Guys, can you all believe in this or not? Can you all see this thing or not? At the end of the day, you all can see that this revolt failed. You are fighting with the greatest, the most powerful nation of the country, world. And all of you remember, they were thinking of simultaneous revolt in all the colonies. Are bhai, how much people do you require? How much money do you require? You have had no estimate of all that. So invariably, this was a big, big blow. Not only this, guys, they lagged an organized and sustained leadership. Guys, in fact, Bipin Chandra has gone to the extent of writing that maybe Lada Hardyal was not suited for the job of an organizer. Bipin Chandra has even gone to the extent of saying maybe, Lala Hardyal, we also left this whole revolt in the middle. So Bipin Chandra has even written that maybe there would have been somebody else. It would have been much, much better. We are done with Gadar movement. Only one thing is left, because if you all remember, I told you that Lala Hardyal moved out of America. So there is only one part left. And guys, this part is simple theory. दुश्मन का दुश्मन मेरा दोस्त होता है. Enemy of the enemy is my friend. All of you, who is my enemy? Every one of you, who is my enemy? Britain. And because there is world war going on, Britain's enemies are in Europe, that is Germany. So if you see here, at this moment, a Berlin Committee for Indian Independence was formed. As you can see, guys, Berlin is where? Germany. So here, who all are there? First name, please see. Lala Hardyal, Bhupendranath, Datta, Virendranath, Chattopadhyay. Guys, all these people, they went to the German government. And with the German government, they came up with a Zimmermann plan. All of you, please note down. Zimmermann is the name of the foreign minister of Germany. So, Zimmermann plan, what is this plan? Under this plan, our revolutionaries would mobilize Indian settlers, those who are outside India, Indian settlers, those who are abroad, to send volunteers and arms to India. The idea is send your people to India. Let's begin a revolt. Guys, through this, there would be an armed invasion. Through this armed invasion, there would be liberation of India. Guys, for this particular work, all these people, they sent missions to Iraq, Turkey, Kabul, Baghdad, I can write here only. Baghdad is in Iraq. All these people, even Persia, in all these places, guys, to work among Indian troops and Indian POWs. That is, go and ask our people to fight for our country. Guys, the last line of this chapter, and with this chapter would complete. Please remember this line for prelims. At this moment, one of the mission was under Raja Mahendra Pratap Singh Barkatullah and Abdullah Sindhi. They all had gone to Kabul, and in Kabul, they set up provisional Indian government with the help of Crown Prince Amanullah. POWs means prisoner of war. Those who don't understand POW, guys, POW means our soldiers who have been arrested by the opposition. POWs. All of you, is this slide clear? Sachin, I did not get this possible. Possible, what you are writing, I did not get this. Yes, Nikhil, you are correct. In Uttar Pradesh, I think last to last year, our Prime Minister had inaugurated a university whose name is Raja Mahendra Pratap Singh University. He had later become member of parliament also, and at this moment they had set up a provisional government. Manuj, fast. I cannot be on this thing. Avni, the last prelims point I'm saying, one mission which was led by Raja Mahendra Pratap Singh had gone to Kabul, and there they set up a provisional government. Provisional government means interim government with the support of the Kabul's prince, whose name was Amanullah. Everyone, is Gadar done? Each one of you, is Gadar done? Every one of you, any doubt in Gadar chapter? All of you, if you don't want to do book in this, leave the book. Everything is here. And 4 slides. For you people, the notes are also in front of you. First slide, second slide, third slide, fourth slide, fifth slide. Each and everything, don't make notes. देखो भाई, बहुत simple है. You people, are you making notes in other subjects? Do you make notes in other subjects? Those who are making notes, does it involve a lot of your time? Does it take a lot of your time? Now, guys, do you think in modern history you will waste time in making notes? If the notes are like this, some of you may take simple printout of this. Some of you are making notes during the class only. Some of you would go home and copy it very quickly. Please understand, based on my own experience, yesterday I took away a lot of my copies. I had 8 copies, and I'm talking about more than 150 to 200 pages. 8 copies of my notes only for one optional. Similarly, I have my whole Almira is still full of my notes of those days. I have seen how difficult it is later to make the notes. That's why I'm time and again, anyone who is new in this class, use this. I know already one copy would have been filled because of the notes. I know, Avni. But I can tell you, I can promise you, if you are making the notes, later it will become very easy for you, and use different colors. I love to use a lot of colors. If they had given me more options, here in color platelets, there are only 10 colors, and I cannot use white on the white background. Parrot green, yellow, blue, that is this color, this color, this color. These are very light. Otherwise, I would have used. So I have only 6 colors, and I'm showing you all in that. Chaliye bhai, let's move to the next topic. Home Rule League. How many of you have heard this name? This topic. How many of you have heard this? Home Rule League. Suna hai? At least you have heard. That's good. That's a good beginning for all of us. If you have heard this, it's always better. Guys, if one very, very interesting news is coming from Russia. How many of you are tracking what is happening in Russia? If you have some idea, before. Yes, some news are coming from Russia. Please keep an eye on that also. Very interesting. Wagner Group, against the Russians. Some very interesting developments are coming over there. Home Rule League. Guys, your Bipin Chandra, in the introduction in one of the books, writes that same time in India, the Gadar movement was going on, and around the same time, when Gadar was going on abroad, in India, Home Rule League was going on. Everyone, let me show you one line and then you will understand. See here, I just want to show you one word. Romantic Gadar adventure. All of you, please see this. This word romantic Gadar adventure is nothing but the words of Bipin Chandra. Bipin Chandra is saying that same time when in India, when abroad, the Gadar was being planned. Around similar time in India, the Home Rule was going on. According to Bipin Chandra, he says this to be a romantic adventure, and says that Home Rule League was much more effective at this point of time. Now, already some of you are writing. I can see Nikhil has written. Where did this idea come from? This idea came from Irish Home Rule Leagues. Irish Home Rule Leagues had brought this idea. Now, some of you are writing, why romantic? Guys, in the sense, you all think now, Gadarites were saying what? Simultaneous revolt in every part of the world, wherever there is a British colony. Do you all don't think this is too big a task? This is very, very big task, romantic in that sense, something which was almost impossible. Am I clear why romantic? Now, all of you, if you have some idea, the two people associated here are Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Annie Besant. All of you, Annie Besant is from which place? She is an Irish lady. She is, Irish lady. She is from Ireland. And these are the two people who have thought about this. Now, every one of you, please recall last week's class. Do you all remember this man was in jail from 1908 till 1914? All of you, can you remember this or not? That Bal Gangadhar Tilak was in jail, in Mandalay jail, Burma, for the last 6 years. Please understand. We are in 1914. Tilak got released. Tilak is now released from jail. Now, guys, Tilak is a very great leader. We have already talked about him. He sees that in the last 6 years, Congress has done nothing. So he wants to start a big movement. But guys, for the big movement, what is required? The requirement is moderate dominated Congress support. Everyone, can you tell me why do they need this support of the moderates? Everyone, can you tell me why do they need the support of the moderates? Absolutely no, Avni. The thing is, moderates have the organization. All of you remember last week we studied the extremists were thrown out of Congress. Who has the Congress organization? Moderates. So, guys, both these leaders, they go to Congress session in 1914, but then the problem is this is a disappointment. Guys, they both went to the moderates and they asked the moderates that let us, my dear brother, let us come together. Division has not helped us. Please, let's do a unity reapproachment. But guys, they failed. Disappointment. Now, some of you will ask, why disappointment? Reason is Firoz Shah Mehta and Gopal Krishna Gokhale, the two moderate leaders, they refused to take them in. Guys, Firoz Shah Mehta and Gopal Krishna Gokhale make it very clear to them, specifically Mehta. Mehta only won over Gokhale also, that no, we are not going to take you back. Now, all of you, does it mean that they will not do anything? If Congress has not taken them back, does it mean that Tilak and Annie Besant will be sitting in their homes? No, that's not going to happen. So, both Tilak and Annie Besant, they decided to, just a second guys, this is not the correct way, I'll write here. Decided to resume the political, work on their own. Guys, if you will not take us back, fine enough. We will start our work on us, on our own. And that's why Annie Besant in 1915 started demanding self-government. through her newspapers. Guys, here remember it's early 1950 and I'm writing two newspapers name. I want you to mug up. Guys, what are her two newspapers name? New India and Common. We'll everyone, no, there is no break right now. Break will be at 3 o'clock. Everyone, break will be at 3 o'clock. Now, guys, 1915 session of Congress. Last time, all of you see, 1914 was a disappointment. 1915, there is a breakthrough. Guys, something big has happened in 1915. Congress has said, Congress decided to readmit extremists. Now, everyone, my simple question to you. Last time it was denied. This time they are ready to take. Why? Why are they ready to take them now? All of you. Last time, Congress had denied them. Congress said, no, we will not take you back. This time, they are saying we are ready to take you back. Sudhanshu, Ananya, wrong. Wrong. Kola, Avni, wrong. Ayushi, wrong. Shubhajit, wrong. Rohit, wrong. Gaurav, wrong. I will tell you now. I am sitting here for that only, or standing here for this thing. Guys, why Congress decided to readmit them? Because the two people who had opposed their entry, both of them had died. Everyone, do you understand? The fact that the two leaders who opposed their entry, natural death, Dinesh, I'm not going to get into how did they die. How does it matter? They died. Simple thing, they died. So, both these leaders were dead now. So, guys, those who were opposing their entry, if they only are not there, don't you think the entry was now possible? Everyone, don't you think the entry is possible now? There is one small problem. They decided to readmit the extremists, but in Lucknow 1916 session, everyone, their point is that for this session, we have already decided that what we are going to do, how we are going to do. So anything, your entry is fixed, but not this time, next year. Every one of you, is this whole slide clear? All of you, is this whole slide totally clear to you people? So if this is clear, listen to me, last 20 minutes, and then of course we will go for the break. Guys, Congress is saying we will admit you next time. So Annie Besant argued with them that fine enough, if you want to take us next time, no problem. but at least approve my scheme of home rule league. Annie Besant was like, okay, fine enough. You admit us next year, we don't have a problem, but at least approve our home rule league, na? Take us, accept it. The problem is, Congress said no. Now, again, why did Congress say that we cannot approve this? Because Congress said that they had already committed to a program of educative propaganda and to a revival of local level Congress committee. Guys, Congress is saying for this year we have already decided what we are going to do. So, Madam Annie Besant, we cannot start this. So, guys, this is the reason Annie Besant said it very clear. She put a condition that if Congress didn't implement its commitment, she would set up her own league. So, guys, she made it very, very clear that if you people don't start it on time within a particular period, if you don't do it, I will start on my own, and I'll take next slide and I'll explain to you why she will start her own. Please see here, guys, I'm taking another slide to explain this. Besant Tilak, all of you, both of them set up their separate leagues. Besant was done in September 1916. This was done in April 1916. Tilak, his league was limited to Maharashtra, excluding Bombay city. Apart from that, Karnataka, central provinces, Berar, all of you see here, all those areas which are basically Marathi speaking areas were given to Tilak. The whole rest of India, including Bombay city, was given to Annie Besant. She set up her league in Madras. Guys, her headquarters is Madras and she has set up her league. Tilak's demands included linguistic state demand, that is the formation of the states, provinces should be done on the basis of language. Similarly, Tilak wanted Swarajya and education in vernacular language. Tilak is very, very clear that any education should happen in vernacular language. Everyone, this side, there were 200 branches. This side, 6 branch. 206. Some of the important members here were BP Wadia, CP Ramaswamy Iyer, and very, very important, her supporters like Jamna Das, Dwarka Das, Shankar Lal Banker, and Indu Lal Yaknik. They all set up a all India propaganda fund to publish pamphlets, newspapers, etc. at this point of time. Anyone, your work is to find the headquarter of Tilak's League. Where was the headquarter of Bal Gangadhar Tilak's League? Guys, anyone knows this? Where was the headquarter of Bal Gangadhar Tilak's League? This is your work. Now it's almost about to end. I'll just do one last topic and then we will go for the break. Guys, can you tell me reasons for starting a home rule league? Guys, all of you, what could be the reason for start of a home rule league? Anyone, can you tell me? Why did this movement begin? Absolutely, Gaurav. The first thing is they wanted home rule. Apart from that, see, they thought British became weaker. Swaraj, okay. Our nation ruled by our country members. British needed support in World War I. Tilak has its quarters in Delhi. It has 6 branches. Okay, that's different point. Moderates, ineffective, self-government. Okay. Guys, please see here. The first thing is, they understand till you don't put pressure, government does not give concession. That is, if you will put the pressure, government will give something more. Now, what was the last thing that the government gave? Last thing was Morley Minto reforms, and people were disappointed with that. Moderate leaders were unhappy with this. Of course, guys, the fact is, Tilak released in 1914. The fact that Tilak has got released has also helped the matter. No one has said this point till now. All of you think World War I is going on. And guys, this World War I has exposed the myth of white superiority. Guys, what is this myth that whites are superior? How was this broken? How was this myth broken at this point of time? How is it, that this myth has been broken? Yes, absolutely, because who are fighting here? The British, the Germans, they all are what? White people. So this that they said that we are superior, that is clearly gone. Major imperialistic powers, they were fighting at this point of time. Lastly, guys, which pen I can use? Yes, red. You all can understand war is going on, so there are wartime miseries. What are wartime miseries? Taxes are high, inflation is high. Guys, prices have gone up. Don't you think that is also one thing? Last point. Tilak, after getting released, at this moment he said, or he showed, conciliatory gestures. Guys, Tilak said he is not here to overthrow the government. He only wants that the government should accept their demand of self-government. So Tilak was very, very clear that, see, I'm not asking that the government should be overthrown. I'm only asking that please give us self-government. So because of all these reasons, this program was launched. Last thing, all of you, and in fact, I'll show this. I did not want to write, but if I have written everything, I should write this point also. Last point, guys, at this point, Motilal Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru, Bhula Bhai Desai, C.R. Das, Madan Mohan Malviya, Jinnah, Tej Bahadur Sapru, Lalaji, they all had joined these Home Rule League movements. Guys, which name do you not know? Any one of you who does not know any name? C.R. Das, full name is Chitranjan Das. Title was Desh Bandhu. Last week only we did na Muhammad Ali Jinnah, remember? Muslim League leader. Guys, Tej Bahadur Sapru, he is a liberal leader. Liberals had good relation with both Congress and the government. Guys, Lalaji is not Lala Hardayal, it is Lala Lajpat Rai. We studied about him last week also. Short names you can write, Rashida. C.R. Das is not a problem. You can do that. Guys, we will study Bhula Bhai Desai. He is a lawyer and Congress leader from Bombay. We will study him later. He is the leader of the Congress in the Central Council. Madan Mohan Malviya, we have studied earlier also, guys. Similarly, Motilal Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru, we have studied all these. See, just one line here. Lala Lajpat Rai also, if you remember, after Surat, had gone to England and then gone to USA, stayed a lot of time over there, and in USA only set up a Indian Home Rule League. Already, this is asked in the question UPSC. I will show you tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will discuss the questions of this chapter. Only one man is not shown in this list, guys. Who is that man? Guys, you will see after the break. I have not written one man's name here, and that is none other than Gandhiji. See, today only those who are in the class, remember, around 4:30 we will start arrival of Gandhi. And please don't miss that chapter, because once you miss Gandhi, initially it becomes very tough, because Gandhi will be now there whole day tomorrow, next week, Saturday, Sunday, all the days it would be about Gandhi. So please don't miss the start of Gandhi, because then it's literally impossible to make you understand that particular point. Am I clear? Guys, Gandhiji, you will see, he'll become the president of this Home Rule League. Lastly, guys, it is 2:53 right now. I'll take some of your queries. We will start the class again at 3 p.m. Oh, sorry, 3 to 3:40. This is the break time. Guys, 3 to 3:40 will be your break. Those who have no queries, go for the next 45 minutes, have your lunch, take some rest, come back re-energized at 3:40. Some of you, if you have any doubt, okay, one doubt that I can see here, which I should address at the very beginning only. Guys, they set up their separate leagues to avoid friction. Please see here. They set up different leagues. Please understand, they are saying we don't have any differences amongst ourselves, but our supporters may have. So rather than having any friction, it's better to have two separate leagues at this point of time. So those who are asking, why did they set up separate leagues? The reason is to avoid friction amongst their own supporters. Ayushi, not that needed. Don't get into that. Simply, most of the books, they simply write this thing, league. No, Gaurav, tomorrow we will do that. Tomorrow, all the questions would be done. Subramanya, I told you, Gadar, if you don't do the book also, it's okay. Not a problem. Guys, is there any query from your side? 4 minutes. See, those who are writing mails to me right now, I will answer the mail by the end of the day. Yavni?
Yes, sir, I wanted to ask that when Lalaji was in USA, did
Avni, I
he
cannot
do?
listen to you.
Hello, sir, am I audible?
Yeah, Avni, tell me.
Yes, sir. So my question is that when Lalaji was in USA, did he do anything for the Gadar movement?
He set up a, you can see, an Indian Home Rule League over there also. So we, mostly the home rule leagues, every work is done in India only, but Lalaji has done some things over there, setting it up over there. But then I won't say a great or very big thing, but yes, he did set it up over there.
Sir, I asked about the Gadar movement. Did he help in Gadar movement?
Gadar. Oh, sorry. I'm really sorry. I thought Home Rule League you asked. I'm really sorry. Gadar in 1916. No, I don't think he was, inspiration for them, but directly no. Because 1915, the Gadar is being crushed here. So he would have not directly helped in any way. But let me check in the break. If there's anything, I'll tell you. He would have been an inspiration. There is no doubt about that. But directly
Uh,
was he involved in anything? I'll have to check.
okay, sir. And sir, was the Gadar movement India's first demand for a democratic country?
As a movement, is this the first demand? Can we call it the first demand 1915? Before that, I don't think. Moderates would also have always demanded the democratic. So I cannot say Gadar would be the first. Before them, moderates would have demanded. They would have demanded. There is no doubt about that.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Avni.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir. Why Annie Besant start
Hello.
rule league in India after all she is a foreigner?
Hi, Karan. The thing is, it's not that she is really genuinely she wanted to help the Indians. Karan, if you would have studied when we were studying the Theosophical Society also, she was a member of Theosophical Society, had come to India, was residing in India, was genuinely interested in revival and the strengthening of the Hindu religion. So it's her
Thank you, sir.
concern for the Indian people, and she wanted to help us. That's the reason she did it. Hello. Thank you, Karan. Okay, guys, go for the lunch and let's meet after the lunch. You know, because I'm not getting any call, anything. Break will be from 3 to 3:40 that you can see, all of you. Okay, go for the break.